Scream repositioning into heaven, obviously not going to give that information away.
I like the wariness of making the approach whenever they were entirely spotted out, but Rhyme's just going to go ahead and run his gun right into C, trying to get a little bit of a line of sight onto it. Cryptic's taking a couple of shots, does connect over with one of them. Looks like they're trying to go for a little bit of control back over on the C point, but it's going to be Eccles also stepping forward. This is not going in NIP's favor at the time. Another pop-off coming on the side of it. Eccles playing off the side. He's just picked up another one. He is just absolutely massacred Ninjas in Pajamas to get this one started. They seem to be going with the strategy of slow and steady wins the race. Link's getting a little bit of aggression thrown back his way, stepping around with the shotgun, not going to get much out of it. Goes down off good shots coming up from Hip. Now going to go for the reposition off the side. You can see Cypher's playing right along the inside of it. Do have a team member that does go down, and quick pickups coming out yet again from FISH123.
Yeah, Paranoid actually got sent down. That's going to put a couple of players down C long. And Rhyme's actually going to find Scream on site as well, trying to get set up with a spy cam here. Spike not down just yet, but the dart will actually land. Cryptic's actually landed a headshot with the Spectre on the cross, but there you go. Actually, Soulcast's going to find a really nice shock dart, and Kree will fall on site here. So still looking to try and retake this in a 3v2.
Nice shots coming out from Rhyme there, getting a little bit more control back over towards they made the spike plant. Trying to go for the shots onto it, but that's just a quick flip in coming out from Cryptic.
Laka ready and waiting with the operator, as he's known to do, picking up the first bloods. What he's been very consistently, and there you go. He's actually going to find Soulcast behind default there. Flow Orb going to get sent out into heaven. Aldrome going to go and check out site, and Link's actually got a position here next to Graffiti, and Rhyme's actually going to find him through the cage. You can see Eccles defaulting back to heaven now. He's just going to play and try and go. Actually, Scream going to get picked up by Kree over in mid. Link's there for the trade, but again, this could bait out the rotation, and absolutely, you can see Eccles pulling all the way away from heaven now, and that's actually going to be the signal for them to push in. But he's actually going to find Hip as he tries to cross over past default. Spike now in the hands of Lucky. He's going to try and get it planted just next to Hell. Only 10 seconds left on the clock, so going to force the plant out there, and now the 3v2 retake situation here for FISH123.
They're going for a little bit of peek off the side. Going to go and throw it down the slow orb as well. Keeps eyeing back over towards heaven, but no push coming out from there just quite yet. So slowly creeping back away from this one. He's got to be careful as he now does have the shroud that is up on top of him. So now got to be careful off of this one. Just listening for footsteps at this point, seeing if it's going to feel out. He does have another teammate that's with him playing on the outside of a good pickup. Does manage to tap that one in. Fearoth is stepping back and away from this one, just throwing out the Sova ultimate, trying to get a little bit more work done with the Hunter's Fury. Off to the side of it, Cryptix, though, is just stepping up and forward and instantly takes down two of the members for NIP, but the attackers are going to get it.
Link's actually going to find Kree elsewhere, and you can see Eccles going to pick himself up a freebie. Rolling Thunder invested over onto B site, but no push coming out just yet. And there you go. Eccles is there to back up Cryptix again. Going to find his second with the operator on the round.
Reposition a lot of utility. We saw a push back over towards B, but it looks like maybe a reposition back over towards C is where we were looking for. Now it's going to be Lucker on that Sage. Got himself up, but not going to be able to connect with that shot. He's been putting in a lot of work, but he knows he is firmly surrounded and in a disadvantaged fight. A 1v4, but we have seen him perform pretty decently so far, so let's see if he can manage to inflict a little bit more casualties on the side of it. Quick little beat around the side is going to go ahead and take the shot back over, but no, it's going to be Eccles that comes up on top yet again. On the other side of it, it's going to be Eccles, and by God, this man has been absolutely on fire so far. Let's see if he can go ahead and pick himself up a couple more kills on the approach. Has to do a little bit of a step away from this, trying to bait out, see if maybe he can get some different shots on different angles that nobody is expecting. But the entirety of NIP is just starting to push down below him, and he doesn't have a clear sight line. Spike's starting to go down, and that's going to be Fearoth with the plant, trying to get away from it. Sova does manage to pick him up. It's going to be another Hunter's Fury coming in.
Soulcast trying to get that. Again, Link's actually going to come around with the flank, find Rhyme and Lucker. Actually going to peek in towards Suez there. He's going to find Hip as well. It's his third on the round now, so just one player remaining. Just a matter of time. There you go. Eccles will be the one to pick it up with the operator. You can see already the rotation from FISH123. One player come back to back site. One just holding down the entry here. Rolling Thunder actually going to get invested. That's not going to catch Cryptix, weirdly enough, and Scream going to try and come and counter peek that. And then you go, the push actually comes through to the spawn. Link's going to line up three of them. They tried to force their way through the defensive spawn. Rhyme will find Screamy elsewhere, but Link going to pick up his fourth on the round. That's a fantastic hold.
Looks like this was going to be their angle of approach. They've got a Cypher that's hanging out on the defensive side. waiting right over there behind box. Just kind of sitting there waiting, chilling, seeing if he's going to peek around for it. Nobody checks the corners. That's 1, 2 pickups off of a good place coming out from Cryptics. NIP do manage to get control, but at what cost? Soulcast is trying to creep up back behind it. He gets taken down as well. So it's going to be quick repositionings coming out inside FISH123, but it's going to be quick pickups coming out on the side of NIP. See how they decide to play this when there is going to be a reposition coming around outside. Looks like contemplating pushing down C long, or B long, sorry, C long. I was right on that one. Sorry, got confused on it for just a second. But now we're going to have to see how they're going to want to approach. It looks like the Sage is repositioning as well.
Yeah, Echo's going to try and get something done with the operator here. Link's actually going to swing on defensive spawn. He's going to find Kriya with the Phantom headshot. Second comes in, but Rhyme's actually going to come out on top of that one. Dark cover going to get sent out now. And actually, Eccles does have the paranoia to work with still, so you can see Rhyme's actually repositioned behind Platt using the dark cover, and there you go. Actually a fantastic angle found.
Quick lean out, looking back down towards A long. If they step around that corner, they could find themselves in a world of hurt. There are already 2 people positioned on it. You can see Step Up coming for it. Quick play is coming out from Scream, picking up 2. Lucker does manage to hit the shot back over towards Eccles, but it's still just continuing to be the Scream show. Finally gets taken down. Gonna try to see Lucker going for the res, stepping away from this one, realizing that, oh my god, A is too hot. Trying to get away from it, but look at the extension starting to come out from Link on the other side of this. Sage is already repositioned back over, looking towards B, and hasn't been spotted just quite yet, but I think has heard the footsteps.
No, really good. Finally, Scream getting some value off the early aggression. He's having a rough start to this map, but that's definitely going to get him rolling in terms of momentum here. Link's pushed his way all the way down outside mid doors. Obviously, the revive did get invested here to put it back to a 2v3, but fantastic push down A long there. And again, actually, Scream's done fantastically well to avoid the flashpoint and pick up for the 4th after that. Lucker might actually find Link here. He will do. That's going to be his 3rd on the round and actually brings this to a 2v2. So very much winnable right now for NIP.
Look at this, but the bait's starting to go. Everybody from the defensive line starting to move back over towards B and C. That's opened up A. That Cypher that's right on point right now, going for the plant. Looks like Soulcast has realized what's going on. You already see the spike has gone down, so Soulcast playing around the outside. It's going to spot him out real quick. Going to run over there and start to go for the fuse. Can Sage and Lucker even make it over there in time? He's going to be able to get a line of sight. Does manage to tap back over towards 1. Stops the defuse off of it. Misses the shot. And that's going to open up the doors for Cryptics. And this is going to be another round going back over towards FISH123. There's a little bit of utility to buy some more time, but it's going to be all about Link's angle of whenever you see the approach coming out from
They're about to wall over this. They're actually about to wall over this into B side. Flashpoint comes out. Link's actually going to get swarmed to the front. Rolling Thunder invested. Scream could find himself a massive amount of kills here, but he doesn't check top box. Eccles will find Hip after that. And now Rhyme going to invest the neural theft, but the peak comes out from Cryptics before the information goes over. We are going to find him. Actually, Shrouded Step going to send him back over the other side, and actually Soulcast reads it perfectly.
FISH123 is so good at capitalizing on small victories and turning them into round victories. Fearelf does manage to pick up Cryptics, but it's a quick turnaround exchange on both sides. As now you can see, it is just going to be Kree on the Omen, trying to get a little bit of work off to the side of it. Back behind this, there's going to be the Sovas trying to get in a little bit of work. Does manage to get off a Hunter's Fury to connect onto it. But now what is he going to do? Soulcast has got the angle for it, does spot it out in quick pickup, and that makes it 9-3. Everybody looks like they're configured for a very quick shootout, as this is going to turn into the OK Corral pretty quickly.
Yeah, actually a wide swing out from NIP here, looking for some early mid aggression. Hip's going to find Eccles, but Link's good for the trade. There you go. Actually, Fearol's going to get himself under window, but Link will find his 2nd here. Paranoia sent out by Kriya. He's got to fall back if he wants to keep his life. Down to 10 HP only. And actually a 2-for-2 trade early on here for the guys, so that should slow things down a little bit. But actually, as I say that, FISH123 just absolutely stomping through sewers. They're going to go try and take control of A site. Rhyme going to come through from A Link here. Maybe get a peek on. Doesn't find anything on the entry, so he's going to have to back up, wait for his teammates. The spike will go down here.
Repositioning back over towards Heaven. He's got reinforcements coming through now, making this into a 3v3. The spike is down. Shifting back over into A short. You can see that's where they're trying to find the angle of defense right now. Going to be Sage stepping right up into position. Going to be right on top of the spike right now. Goes ahead and spots up the camera, takes that one down. Push is starting to come out now from the defending side. Spotting up on the side of it. Link's going to go for a little bit of a step off to the side. Does manage to connect onto one, but gets taken down as well. Cryptix has to step back and away from this one. Has to be very careful. Looks like they're going to be going for a little bit more information before they make the push out. They do see the Sova take it down, but that's going to be another one exchanged out, moving us down into a 1v1. Rhyme steps back over towards the spike, manages to connect with the shots, takes them down, and that's going to be NIP picking up a round. Seeing what information can be found there is now Owl's going to come out as well, trying to see if he can spot anything on their approach. Not going to see too much just quite yet. Eccles going to be the guy that's doing a little bit of a peek over. Does manage to get a little bit more information coming out from the Sova. He's going to creep right over into C, but instantly gets spotted out. Quick pickups, but it's going to be Link coming around the other side of this one. Going to go ahead and throw out the slow orb, as now it's starting to look like a little bit of control is starting to happen back over towards C. Spike's going to go down, and yes, does get planted.
And again, I love the entry through connector there. The trade coming in at just the right time, but you could argue Lucka shouldn't have been able to get 2 kills from that spot. And actually, Soulcast's going to get revealed on site. And actually, Fault Line invested onto default here. The aftershock getting sent through as well. That's going to force them into a tricky position. Actually, Cryptix is going to have to hold the line. He's going to find Rhyme underneath logs, but Fearoth and Hip going to find 2 kills, and that just leaves Link in a 1v2 situation. He did see the barrel of the gun there, so he's going to have the position on one. The defuse is coming through. He's got it halfway already, but Link, absolutely fantastic work there. Korea's still holding back Plat here. Fault Line, and actually Lucka's going to find a third with the Bucky, but Cryptix there for the trade. Now you're going to see a little bit of a push over towards B, and actually Hip still holding down A Link. It's going to cause some problems. Actually, he's going to swing onto the plant there. Obviously, the time running out there, they had to commit to the spike plant.
Who's hiding right on the other side of these doors, patiently waiting, seeing if he can spot anybody out. He's just holding the angle. See if they glance around that side. Oh, they do spot him out. Quick takedown, and that's going to be a rush back over towards C. You can see utility being thrown out, and everybody from FISH123 just charges through. Kree has to step back away from this one. Doesn't manage to connect with any shots, so now it's going to be a full retake as everybody on NIP has to start running their way over here to help with the defense.
Actually, the paranoia is cancelling each other out there, but I guess Eccles going to come out on top of it in terms of the push coming through. Fault Line from Scream going to be set up for connector here, so as soon as they get any sort of audio cue to swing on this, you see Link is ready. Actually, he's going to come all the way back over towards Long. Scream opting to push through the dark cover into Garage here. This is kind of huge from Scream if you can get any value off this. Now you can see actually Kree going to try and stomp back through, and there you go. FISH123 going to pick up 3 kills now. And actually Cryptix going to find his third on the round. That's a fantastic hold.
Very aggressively back over towards B. Not a lot of defense set up onto it, just looking at angles. You can see it's going to be Hip looking back over there. He's got himself the Sheriff to work with, trying to see if he can spot out anybody. Doesn't quite see it just yet. It's a very extended, I guess, aggressive push coming out from FISH123. Spots out one. Good shot coming out from Hip, but it's going to be a return very quickly back over towards it. So B does go over in favor of FISH123. You can see everybody on NIP starting to set up, trying to see if they can get a little bit more vision as Soulcast is going to go ahead and plant down the spike. A couple of shots now starting to come through on the other side of it. Scream's trying to see if he can shoot anything. He is blind based off of this position. Does manage to pick up. It's going to be Soulcast that does line up another one, but it's going to be Scream that picks up the follow-up. Good plays coming through as now NIP has to figure out how they're going to handle anything that's going on with this. As they're trying to reposition out long windows, but just can't quite find a sightline yet.
Yeah, actually, the shrouded step from Korea might actually catch Scream off guard. He's going to have to back into the corner. He does go for the wall bang, but low player on both. Actually, only 70 HP on Korea, but much lower on Scream. Paranoia is going to get invested here, and again, he's in a really, really tough position. Scream will finally pick that one up.
As it looks like push is starting to come out from FISH123 over towards doors. Maybe it's just a little bit of a bait, though. Has to be careful, as that's going to be Sova with a beautiful lineup back over towards Hunter's Fury, trying to just get away from that one. But now it's going to be the peak starting to come through. Lucker does manage to spot out one, make that 2, picks that up very quickly. So now it's going to be in a nice position to set himself up for defense. How are we going to see FISH123 respond?
Hip still over towards backside, and actually he might pick himself up a kill. He's actually going to play this position again. He's only got a Guardian though, so trade could be good. And actually he's not even going to get the first one. Cryptic's going to find a headshot with the Phantom. Actually that recon drone going to find him. A Soulcast, fantastic hold onto C Link there, and the spike will actually go down.
it was looking like this might go over in NIP's favor, but quick plays coming out from FISH123. Now they can extend back down window, get a little bit more vision and space to work with to deny anybody going for the defuse. Back over towards the spike. Rhyme does manage to pick up Cryptix, who was their close defender, but now it's going to be about the ranged battle. Peeks back and forth. See, going for a little bit of a bait, trying to draw attention off the side, and it's going to spot out the stage. Lucker picking up another one, but Soulcast is going to go ahead and go for the shots. Still just trying to defend up, not trying to let the defuse go through, but trying to stick it off the side. It's going to spot out one, and there we go! Nice pickup coming up from Soulcast, and that's going to be FISH123 winning the map. Kree running that Omen off to the side. Looks like he's trying to creep up back behind this one. Moving forward slowly and steadily. Not going to spot it out, but at least going to be able to take out the tripwire in front of him. So looks like a retreat and a reposition based off of it.
Yeah, that's going to force all of FISH123. Actually pushed everybody up, Cat, except for one. Actually, a lot of contact on the door there. Scream going to find Lucker on the way in. Hip now coming to take a little peek through glass, but Fearoth actually going to find Link outside the dark cover there. Again, just able to get themselves onto site pretty easily here, other than a bit of contest on Heaven. But Hip going to find Scream on the way in, and actually Hip going to find a second. Eccles will find Korea in Heaven. And now Rhyme going to swing out of door. He's going to find Eccles, and there you go.
But it's very slow right now coming out from FISH123. Being very hesitant, afraid to step out onto this point, and they do manage to hit a nice flashback over towards the snipers that could open up the path for them to come in. Lucker's holding off the side, gets the wall up, does manage to take down one, but it is a quick exchange. Fearoth still playing up from Heaven, trying to spot out these shots, using the information and vision provided to him from teammates. Doesn't manage to connect with a whole bunch, so we are still sitting in a 4v4 as the spike does get planted.
Again, unfortunate there for Fearoth not to find any value off the recon bolt behind that dark cover, but Lucker just getting swarmed on site a little bit. And again, difficult retake here with the Spectres obviously coming up against the ARs, but Paranoia are going to get sent out across Generator, and that's maybe going to be the catalyst for this retake. Actually, the Lear going to actually give Hip an opportunity to jump all the way down behind Generator. 2-for-2 trade. Scream will find Fearoth in response, but Korea now got himself into a 1v1 situation. He's actually going to find Cryptix in Hell.
Also got some utility being thrown back down towards mid. Nice shot coming out from
go.
Lucker. Gonna go ahead and make it two, as that's gonna be Eccles and Scream down. And if you're a FISH123 fan, you gotta be sad to see those as the first two people to die, because you now know Fish is gonna have their work cut out for them, already in a disadvantaged position. Let's see if they have any plays that they're trying to make off of this when they're starting to slowly creep their way back over towards mid, playing back around Shed. Looks like, see how they're going to make this approach. It looks like they're looking back over towards B, but Sova repositioning coming in on the other side, and that's going to be Fearoth. Might be able to spot them out. Wall comes out, and that's going to buy a little bit more space, but it's not going to matter. Hip does manage to pick up one. It is a quick exchange, dropping us down to just one alive over here for FISH123, and their woes continue as they have nowhere to go. Nothing they can really do. Maybe sneak out there and try to go for a plant, but nope. It's just going to be a quick pickup. Fearoth's going to take that one, and now it's 5-0. Still playing back over towards Hall, not looking like he's wanting to do too much on it, but Lucker has just been a star performer right now for NIP. A lot of their victories coming off the back of his frags coming out very quickly and early. So, now with the reposition coming through, it's going to be Hip that picks up Crypt very quickly off of this one, turning it back into a 4v5. Fearoth starting to do a little bit of a reposition as well, as they can hear Kree off on the distance on this one, but let's see how we see a response come out, as it is now down to 2, and this is just starting to turn extremely one-sided in NIP's favor. Eccles still looking around, does manage to finally pick up one. So moving back away from that one, also going to go ahead and take out the tracking dart. What work can he put in from this point forward, because he doesn't really have the spike or anything to work with. Scream's on the other side of it, looking back over, spots out one, goes for the connection, does take him down, but it's still not going to be enough, as it is all just down to Eccles.
See, actually, FISH123, they might actually get surprised. Revive's going to get him invested onto Hip, so it's going to be the information that 2 players are still over towards B. It's actually 3, so going to have themselves a 5v2 situation. And they're not going to check Ali, though. Fearoth going to swing out. He's going to find Cryptix and Eccles, and that is absolutely devastating. But Soulcast will trade that with the Shock Dart. Link will find Korea in Heaven, and now the retake push comes in.
That's why you always got to check your corners. Spike does go down, but Heaven is clustered with a ton of people right now. Soulcast playing right over there next to the spike, trying to be defensive on it. Playing down from Hell is going to be Scream, tries to get something out of it, but it's very quickly turning around off of this. Link's trying to move up and forward, but from this point, I don't even think that he has vision back over towards the spike. Going to go ahead and use the wall, seeing if maybe he can get a little bit more vision up on top of it, but he has to move very quickly. Does manage to pick up one. Now moving back down towards the spike, does manage to connect with a little bit of shots, but it's not going to be enough. Nice clutch up coming from Rhyme, and and that's going to be them picking up yet another round.
And Hip and Lucka here to hold down the fort. Fault line going to get sent in, so the information going to come out early. Paranoia invested as well. That's only going to blind Lucka, though. Hip managing to get himself tucked into the corner here, and actually the shrouded step from Eccles not going to pay off. And now he's in the dismiss. He just gets stuck, but 3 kills going in favor of NIP and 10 seconds left on the clock. FISH123 got to push in and try and get the spike down before this. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. Yeah, time's actually going to expire here. Oh, actually, no, they find the kill.
We've seen FISH123 team to be a lot more aggressive on their approach, but like in that last round, we almost saw them run out of time and narrowly picked up the round victory due to that. They have to be careful with how much measured success that they're managing to find. They need to start just trying to move in a little bit faster, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do.
Again, though, only 20 seconds down here, and they didn't find an entry in just yet. Rhyme's actually going to shut down Link from Hell, and actually going to find Soulcats as well. No possibility of the trade coming through now, and actually this push slowed down so much. The time coming down to 10 seconds. Actually, Spike now in a position where they have to force the plant. Hunter's Fury going to get invested, but Spike will get planted. Korea will find Eccles. Luck will find Scream as he comes off, and Hip is going to clean up.
Almost everybody from FISH123 is stacked up, looking like they're just going to run themselves back over towards A. A lot of utility starting to come through as it's just being bounced, cajoled, blinded on every single point that he can. But yes, it does go back over into the favor of FISH123, picking themselves up another one, trying to get some shots back through a wallbang. Not managing to get much out of it, but just look at the control still being exerted out from FISH123. It's going to be Luck having to step all the way back away from this. Can't get any vision to work with just yet.
Yeah, fantastic execute coming out there. Rolling Thunder and the flashpoint on absolutely perfect timing, excuse me. And they're going to get control, and it's looking like they're going to back up and maybe just try and save these weapons.
It looks like it's just going to be a run and gun strategy. They were separated out everywhere. Finally do manage to regroup. Soulcast leading up front, kind of running the front man for this push over through. It does get spotted out by Rhyme. On the other side of the cage, you can see just patiently waiting. It's going to be another pickup coming up from him. Rhyme still just putting in so much work off to the side of us. Eccles now the last one up for his squad. No clean approach to really work with. He's nowhere near the spike. There's nothing he can do. It's pretty much just hide, as there's only about 12 seconds left back on this clock.
Dark cover going to come out, covering Pizza and Market right now. Actually, Korea got himself in that position on Pizza that's always so deadly if it's not checked. The aftershock comes in from Scream, going to force him out. Cryptics will pick up the headshot. Now Hip going to come back over inside Market. I don't think we're going to see the push out here, but now they're in a really, really sticky situation. 3v4 situation, 30 seconds left on the clock. They need to find an entry if they want to get this last round on the board.
It's like they're eyeing back over towards B. Slow approach coming through. Trying to find some type of angle to work with. Looks like they're just going to start to make a little bit more of an aggressive push, trying to take down the doors that are up in front of them. But a quick spot out, and it's going to be hit yet again. Defenders take that round, and it's going to push us up to 10-2. Using Catwalk, shifting back over towards A.
This is going to be a huge fault line here.
Scream just steps up, gets big one, gets down. 2 of them before taken down. Quick follow-up's going to be coming up from Eccles. Does manage to get 1 of them, but Lucker's going to go ahead and pick up the pistol, start running his way through here, looking around, seeing if maybe he can spot out anything. There's going to be a Cypher on the point. Goes ahead and takes out the camera, steps around the side of it, trying to hit a couple of shots onto it. Doesn't quite connect, does get taken down, and that's going to be the round going over towards FISH123. Playing on the outside of the point right now, starting to look around, making their push back over towards Shed location. Cage is going to come out, but not going to be enough for it, so it's going to see a reposition coming out from Soulcast as well as a slow worm. And
actually, Fearoth's going to find the second there, and actually FISH123 already down to 3. I say that, Lucker's going to find 2 more. Eccles and Soulcast will fall inside Market, and that just leaves Cryptics with a Spectre in a 1v5 situation, and this is not going to be easy, and there you go, Korea. Going to find the headshot immediately. And
26 seconds remaining. Going to throw out a little bit more utility. Looks like the dark cover going out, trying to get a little bit more space to work with. Eccles got himself a nice angle to play from, and he can just unload as they walk right in front of him. If they don't check this side, it's going to be catastrophe. 1 does go down, but a quick spin back over. Going to go ahead and pick this one up. Repositions now coming out, 3 stepping up and 4.
He's not got time.
Control going over there, nowhere to go, and yep, Spike Carrier is killed. No time to work with, so Defender's going to pick that one up.
They have a big hold here. If he wants to stop down this push, he's got Eccles for support over towards Tree. Recon Bolt's going to come in. It's going to pop immediately. No information fed over to the enemy team here, but You can see now all 5 players stacked up to come through lobby, and actually the Shrouded Step going to come through. Soulcast going to peek out, find 2. Hip's going to trade onto it. And there you go, the backup from Cryptics in Heaven's going to shut down Hip. 40 seconds left on. Spike Carrier will fall, and Korea now finds himself in a 1v3 to try and get this back in favor of NIP.
Trying to get a little bit more information, jumping back up along that side, cannot quite connect with it. So instead, going to go ahead and throw down the dark cover to get a little bit more space to work with. You can see everybody on FISH123 giving him some space, trying to figure out, wait for him to go ahead and start with the spike plant. Does go ahead and looks like he managed to get it down just narrowly in time, but the numbers are not going to favor him. Quick pickup's going to be coming up from Cryptics, and now it's just going to be a matter of removing the spike, and that's going to push us up to 11-6.
I hate dying to this angle every time, but Paranoia going to get invested. The wall comes up, and there you go. Ryan will find Link through the window, and Lucka now has a disgusting angle again with the operators to try and shut this down. You see he's actually going to peek out. He doesn't find Soulcast. Actually, peek comes out from Soulcast. Rolling Thunder gets invested as well. Scream, Rhyme trading back out. Fearoth going to shut down Scream. Finally, the operator now going to be huge for Eccles. He finds one. The res actually comes through. He doesn't get the second. See now, Cryptics finds himself in a 1v2 situation. Rhyme just going to swing onto defensive spawn there, shut him down.
On the other side of that, they are sending one back over along the line. Echo's going to walk right up in front, but not going to connect. Fearoth had the perfect read on that one, picks him up, and that might draw a little bit of attention back over towards A, opening up the gates towards B, and yes, it is. Look at the Sage repositioning back over towards the map. That's going to allow Ninjas in Pajamas to creep back over into this one.
This is just such a huge bait here. Fearoth over here drawing out all the rotations. Now they can tell what's going on. Dark cover going to cover defensive spawn. Actually going to give them access onto site here. FISH123 backs against the wall in a 3v5 situation. 13 seconds left on the clock, but Spike will go down on B. And this is, I mean, this is difficult. Really, really difficult retake here. Lucka going to find Cryptics coming out here. You got to say that's going to be GG here, Matt.
Trying to find the angle onto it. Lucker has complete control back over onto this. They're just going to have to walk right through his line of sight, and he has just been murdering them every single time he spots them out. Fearoth's going to connect back over towards Scream, and there we go. A flawless victory to take this one out, and that's going to be Ninjas in Pajamas walking away with the victory on a set.
Now, you can see actually NIP holding strong with this 3-man defense over on A, and they're going to get the audio cue here with one player playing in hell. They're going to get this information nice and early. Hip here, ready to hold down. Yeah, hang on to Heaven. Rhyme's actually going to find Soulcast on the way in. Now, actually, Kriya's going to find as well. Kriya's going to find 2. He's going to shut down Eccles and Link, and that just puts Cryptics in an awkward situation here. Link coming all the way around to flank from screens, but it's a little bit too late as Rhyme will find Cryptics and stop this push.
Scream still playing up around Heaven, trying to find an angle for it. Not going to be able to connect with anything. Still going to be Ninjas in Pajamas holding up a nice bit of defense, slowing down the aggression that FISH123 is trying to bring.
Yeah, actually, Rhyme got himself tucked inside the cage there. Might see actually a counter wall coming out from Lucka, looking to get a little bit aggressive over towards B lane. And actually, Showstopper going to get invested here. Soulcast not able to shut down Fearoth before he gets the rocket off. And now we got Link stuck over on backside. He's going to get picked up by Rhyme. And they do hold steady, but Spike has made its way all the way towards mid here, and just one player, Kriya, down, tucked in the corner of a site, and this rotation through ropes could be huge for FISH123 here.
I like to play off of it, use the bait, but you can see the read on Ninja Pajama's side already coming back over towards A, figuring that this is going to go down. Fearoth trying to set up paint, does manage to connect on a shot. Good shots coming out from a hip, looking back over towards Cryptics to take him down. Scream still playing back over next to Ramp, trying to spot one, takes a couple of shots, doesn't connect with enough, and that's going to be a flawless victory.
Now ready to hold this down. Fearoth with the operator is a fantastic spot to play the operator. Again, you get that contact through. Paranoia is going to get sent through. Dark cover covering off Heaven right now. So Fearoth got a tall order, and actually Echo is going to find it through the edge of the dark cover. Bycam going to give the information the 2 have crossed over. Shrouded Step going to send Korea down towards Hell, but Spike will get planted on default. And this is a good setup so far for FISH123.
Nice control coming out from them. Good play with the operator coming out from Eccles, buying more space. Scream manages to pick up Korea. Now it's turning fairly problematic for Ninjas in Pajamas. They've got the 4-0 lead right now, but it's feeling like FISH123 might be able to pick up this round.
Again, if they can just play around those big weapons, maybe make an aggressive play off the SMG or the Judge. But we will have to wait and see, as we do have a bit of an A push coming out here. Rhyme actually going to find Cryptics through the one-way cage. Tripwire gets activated. Actually, Fearoth going to find the second as well. The counter peak really, really good there. Spike actually falling over on the entrance to site. Rhyme going to jump up now, find Eccles. The neural theft gets invested. Last player going to get revealed, and Showstopper for good measure. You see now, not an awful lot Scream he can do there. He does get the kill onto Fearoth, but the rocket too strong.
Stepping back and away instead, trying to get range to work with. A lot of the defense playing back towards the spawn sides, trying to make sure that they get nice sight lines to work with all of the range that they have stacked up. Good peek around the side of it. Lucker just leans off to the side, tries to go for the shot onto one of them. Scream gets returned, shot back over. Scream's got to be careful. Good pickup yet again by Lucker, but finally gets spotted out. It's going to be Eccles that does manage to take him down. Everybody's made the push back over towards B. Quick spike plant's going to be coming through. Got to be cautious as Fearoth does step up, take down Eccles. Might give him some room to work with, as now Heaven is firmly in control of Ninjas in Pajamas. Another pickup coming up for Rhyme. Can we see the defense coming out from the Cypher? And no, it's going to be Cryptics going down. The fuse going to come through. That's going to push us up to 6-2. Cage is getting activated off towards the side, up towards Heaven, and we got to keep an eye on how Eccles is wanting to play this one. Push coming up from FISH123, trying to make their way down the hallway right now, trying to find some type of sightline on anybody, but it's going to be Hip that picks up the first one. Looks back up, picks up Eccles as well. It is just a full-on onslaught coming through here as Ninjas in Pajamas.
You've got to argue. I mean, Nipper playing absolutely fantastically right now, but that's such a huge factor towards it. Fearoth's going to find Cryptics with the flick inside. Showstopper gets invested as well, but Lucker will find his second. This is just... I mean, this is tragic to watch for FISH123 right now. They're just getting locked out at every single entry.
Yeah, Eccles just getting away from point right now, looking back all the way at Defender's spawn right now. On a little bit of a creep mission. Looks like he's got to be careful, as he might actually get spotted out. And yep, it's going to be Hip that spots him as well. Then there was one. It's just going to be Scream. Looking to see if maybe he can inflict a little bit of economic damage back over towards the other side, but it's going to be multiple people pushing back over. Just 3 seconds left, trying to just survive this one out and keep economy for himself. It looks like Defenders do take that one, and now it is 9 versus 2.
Push now coming through Mail. Link's going to swing on the back of the fault line from Scream, and actually Lucker's still holding there with the operator. Actually goes for a cheeky little peek after the slow drops. Now you see if they can get anything going on B site. Korea will fall. Hunter's Fury invested onto default. And actually Hip will get picked up on the way in. So this is looking good right now.
Looks like FISH123 will not go silently into the night. Repositions coming out from the other side of it. It's going to be Rhyme running over all by his lonesome, playing this fairly aggressive, seeing if maybe he can do a little bit more damage to him, pick up a kill or two, but not going to get anything out of it. Scream managed to pick him up and a thrifty round win. So now at 9-3. Very big coming out from NIP this time around. Instead, it's just going to be Link playing it back, trying to see if he can slow them down. Does get out the slow orb as he retreats from position, feeding information over. Got to be very careful based off of this one. Big shot's going to be coming out. Soulcast managed to take down one, but Fearoth managed to get one as well. Link managed to follow it up, and it is just a quick back and forth exchange, moving into a 3v3 on both sides. But with this, you can see position has gone back over towards B, and Ninjas in Pajamas do manage to get control over site and get the plant down.
Yeah, 2-for-2 trade on the way in. Spike will go down, and now a tricky retake, especially considering there is a mid lurk as well. And actually, Korea potentially a huge spoiler factor in this one. Lucker's actually going to find Link on the way in, and there you go. Korea will sneak up at the right timing as soon as the attention is diverted, and this is... I mean, this is a seriously bad situation for FISH123 to be in. They will fall, and actually there's 10 rounds on the board.
Let's see how we see the push come back over from NIP as Soulcast looks like he's going to start getting a little bit more aggressive with his positioning. Looks off in this wrong angle at the wrong time. Hip steps up, picks up Soulcast, picks up Scream as well. Another is going to go ahead and fall, and it is just dominoes collapsing as one into another. FISH123 has nowhere to go, trying to go for a touch of a peek. Cryptics at least manages to pick up one.
Now, I mean... It's just so clinical right now from NIP. Spike's going to go down. Cryptics now with a Phantom, but finds himself in a 1v4 situation. And yeah, Hip's going to close that one out.
Repositions now starting to come out for FISH123. Can they find some type of opening knock, some type of kill to get something in their favor? And it's going to be Hip picking up Link. That is not the way they want to start this one off. Soulcast at least managed to pick up one. Goes for the spray off to the side of it. Not going to be able to pick up another one. Well, actually does manage to do a little bit of exchange back over there. So now Cryptic's playing all by himself. Got to figure out how he's going to go for the play off of this. Got to be careful as he's the sole defender back towards mid. Only one player for FISH123 playing each really important defensive point.
Yeah, she's Scream going to try and look down here. You can see the jump peak coming out, but he's already got teammates backup coming up here. Scream's going to get traded out by Fearoth, and now You got to call this. The end is nigh for FISH123 here. Cryptic's going to pick up this position on ramp. He's going to take a peek, but Lucker will find him. And that just puts our boy Eccles in a 1v3 situation. Backs against the wall. He's got to make something happen here if they want to keep their hopes alive.
All right, Eccles, it's all on to you. You are the last guy up. Numbers are against you. We've seen you manage to rack up a massive kills in a round before. You are in a disadvantaged position. The spike is now planted. You know where everybody's going to be formed up. He's got a wall that's in front of him that's going to stall it out, but he's at least going to use it for a little bit of information. As Eccles got in the tank here, trying to see if maybe he can get a little bit of vision and a reposition out. Spray is going to come through. Lucker knows exactly what's going down inside of that one, and there we go. Ninjas in pajamas takes the map and takes the series.